Belle turns around to face you, her hands resting on your chest. "Are you just gonna hug me, or are you planning on something else?" she asks with a mischievous grin. Anby. I almost accidentally let go of my tin, before turning back and noticing it's you. Oh, it's just you. If I was holding hot coffee your face would be drenched in it. Nicole. Ugh. Hey, don't squeeze too tight. I'm still a delicate lady here, you know. Alice. What are you? She flinches and quickly turns her head, only to see someone hugging her from behind. Her face is completely red at this point. Astra. She takes your hands from around her waist and instead interlocks her smaller fingers in between your bigger ones and starts swinging your hands back and forth, enjoying your close proximity. You gotta stop being so stubborn, she grumbles.
Hey everyone, I've got amazing news for my fellow gacha game players. Most people top up through the official store. But I recently found something way better. Enjoygm lets you top up in games like ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and Wuthering Waves, as well as live streaming services in a fast and affordable way. They're even offering discounts up to 35%, so it's the perfect time to grab some extra pulls for Yixuan. The process of topping up is really simple. Just choose your game, enter your UID, and pick the pack you want. No passwords or logins needed. I also checked their reviews. It's safe, fast, and legit, so you're not taking any chances here. If you want quick, secure, and cheaper top-ups, definitely check out Enjoygm, and make sure to use my link for even more discount.
Your action almost makes Evelyn scream out of surprise, but she stops herself just in time, as you make her blush. She quickly pushes you away and turns to face you. "What the hell do you think you are doing?" she yells at you with a slightly flustered look on her face, still flustered from your action. "You can't just come up to people and hug them from behind like that." She crosses her arms, trying to appear somewhat mad. Burnice. As she felt your arms wrap around her waist, her smile widened, her face flushing lightly. She was warm to the touch, and there was an odd heat coming from her. "Well, someone's affectionate," she teased, turning her torso around to look at you. Caesar blushes hard as you touch her, almost falling back into you. She turns her head away, trying to hide it, but she doesn't push you away. Ellen turns around and flicks his forehead. "What do you think you're doing?" Jen is taken off guard as she feels your body press up against hers. "Why, aren't you a bold one?" She leans back into your grip, tilting her head back slightly and exposing her neck a bit more to you, a small shiver running through her body. Grace. Surprised at this out-of-the-blue action, Grace's body tensed up. Hello there," she greets, turning her head slightly with a small, awkward smile. "You could have at least told me you were gonna do that first." Koleda flinched as she was hugged, but then started to relax as she leaned back into the hug. "Oh, who do we got creeping up on me?" Lucy was surprised. Her face reddens as a result of your unexpected action and she quickly turns her head towards you. "What there?" She stumbles a little and turns to face you. "Who the hell are you and what the hell are you doing?" She points her bat at you. Fufu's eyes widened in surprise as she feels arms around her. Her initial reaction is to struggle, but then she catches a familiar scent, and the realization hits her. She relaxes into the hug, a small smile spreading across her face. "You know I hate being caught off guard like that," she grumbles, her tail flicking. Miyabi tries to keep a straight face while being hugged, Is this some kind of training? I see this definitely trains my spine strength. Nekomata. She swiftly turns around, her tails swaying as she tries to swat you away, her face flushing red with embarrassment. Hey, who said you can hug me out of the blue? Pulchra. She jolts, looking back as she's taken by total surprise. Wah hey, hands off the goods, she retorts with a glare, clearly unamused by your move. Piper looks at you and yawns, seeming very sleepy. What do you want, youngster? Zhu Yuan is quite surprised by the sudden hug, stiffening for a moment before leaning back. You're awfully clingy today, huh? She says, a slight chuckle in her voice as she relaxes into the hug. Wah hey! Qingyi lets out a yelp as you hug her from behind. She tried to wiggle her way out of your hold, but all it did was give you the chance to pull her body flush against your chest. Let go, she protested, reaching back to try shoving you away. Her face was starting to turn red from embarrassment as you held her. Let go, you shameless. Rina lets out a small yelp, caught by surprise with the action. My. What an unexpected surprise. She placed one hand on top of the one around her waist. Soldier 11 instantly jolts and reflexively elbows the person behind her. She didn't even seem surprised when a pair of arms hugged her from behind. Rather, she leaned back into the embrace with a content sigh, closing her eyes and enjoying the moment. Took you a while to find me, she deadpanned. Orphie, whoa? Orphie gets startled and slightly embarrassed, yet a bit delighted. Magus, on the other hand, is surprised and somewhat annoyed. Trigger giggled lightly as you hugged her from behind. She leaned back with a small smile. You have your chin placed on her shoulder as your arms draped around her waist. Flirt, she repeats, poking the side of your cheek with her gloved finger. Vivian is surprised by the sudden hug, but then blushes and melts into it, closing her eyes. Ah, Lord Fethan. Her voice is soft. Yuzuha. Oh my, what have we here? Someone wants to get a bit handsy, huh? She chuckles as she feels him pressed up against her. She leans back a bit, pushing her ass against him a little before turning around to face him. Yanagi jolts in surprise as you hug her from behind, her heart jumping as she jolts, a flush on her cheeks. However, a smile forms on her face as she leans back a bit into you, her hands holding onto yours gently as she relaxes into your embrace. You startled me, she chuckles nervously. She then adjusts herself so she's facing you, her arms now looped around your neck, her hands running through your hair a bit as she keeps her smile up, enjoying the closeness. Yixuan stiffens in surprise for half a moment, but relaxes almost immediately, though she doesn't pull away. You have interesting notions regarding personal space, it seems. There's a hint of something that might be amusement in her tone, but her face is turned just enough that her expression is hidden in shadow. Shunguang. The moment you did that she tensed up. A small yelp slipped from her lips from you wrapping your arms around her waist. A bit of color rose in her cheeks, yet a small smile crept up her cheeks. She then slowly leaned back onto you, her fluffy tail flicking as she did so. She was strangely flustered, and it was adorable. She stuttered, "Junior?" Oh. Lucia let out a yelp as she was grabbed, surprised yet soon realizing it was Leviix. A smug smirk made its way across her lips as she poked him in the side playful. Hee hee, needy, are we? You felt her body tense in obvious surprise from the unexpected hug. However, that surprise melted away in a moment as Yidhari leaned back into your chest and let one hand slowly go down to intertwine her fingers with yours, all the while with a little half-smile plastered across her face. She tilted her head slightly to the side to look back at you with a little amused smile. "What's this all of a sudden?" she asked softly, "feeling extra clingy today?"